Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right folks, so for this video I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the 4K picture for my latest pickup that I got for Footloose. And as you can see, I have opted for this rather beautiful looking Steelbook edition, and I'm really looking forward to taking you around this one and giving you a closer look. I think you're going to be impressed by this one. But when I heard about this coming out on 4K, I was genuinely excited, regardless of what I've heard when it comes to its 4K reviews. But there was no way I was ever going to pass up on it, because it's one of my go-to 80s movies. It's the ultimate feel-good 80s movie. And the only thing that bothers me with it is the way people look at it, the way people see it. Because if I turn around and I say to someone, have you ever seen Footloose? Their first response is, oh, is that the movie where you're not allowed to dance in this town? And yes, that is going on, but my God, there is so much more than that. There's just so much emotional depth to this movie, and it's sometimes overlooked. Just look at Kevin Bacon's character, for instance. Big city boy moving to a small town and trying to adjust to a small town environment and all the hardships that comes by doing so. You've also got a father and daughter, you know, John Lithgow and Laurie Singer, who simply do not communicate with each other because both of them are still trying to come to terms with the loss of a brother/son. And Laurie Singer she really is the ultimate attention seeker when you see her in this. And the only reason why she's like that is because she's just not getting the attention that she desperately wants from her father. So there's a lot going on there as well. And then of course you have the town itself, and how bad things can get when you introduce such a stupid law as no music. Like I said, there is so much going on, and if you haven't checked it out, I honestly can't recommend it enough. It's such a wonderful movie. Not only that, but it has a solid cast as well. Like I said, you do get Kevin Bacon, you've got Laurie Singer, John Lithgow, Diane Weiss there as well, Chris Penn and Sarah Jessica Parker. So a fun cast. Everyone does a wonderful job in it. It's one of them movies that not one character, you know, I would ever replace. It's almost the perfect movie. I'm not going to lie, and I don't like saying that too often because it's very hard to get the perfect kind of movie. But this one does come very, very close. Now, in terms of its special features, there's a bit on in this. I was actually quite surprised by it. You do get 2 audio commentaries. There's a couple of interviews in there as well with Sarah Jessica Parker and Kevin Bacon. And I think there might be 1 or 2 featurettes as well. So there's quite a bit going on, and I think die-hard fans would be quite happy with the special features on this one. Right, folks, so I'm going to take us around this Steelbook, and then I'm going to come back and talk about its 4K picture. So, yeah, let's get going. Right, so here we go, Footloose. So there is a J card. I'm going to quickly bring it in and let's just have a look at it. But as you can see on the top there, that is your write-up of the movie. Right in the middle is your special features. And then at the bottom there, just a close look at your technical aspects. Right, so that is the J card. Put it to a side and let's get on with the Steelbook. And wow, this is beautiful. It really, really is. As you can see, you get this real 80s retro vibe from it. As you can see, the artwork is kind of representing a Walkman, and it has this incredible high gloss finish to it, and it would have been a shame if this one had a matte finish. It just wouldn't have suited it. So as you can see, you've got Kevin Bacon there on the cover as well. Right in the middle is a cassette tape. It says Ren's Mix, gotta cut loose. So yes, I honestly cannot praise the artwork enough, and the colour scheme, oh my God, the colour scheme works so well. And the stickers down the bottom, they can be removed. So that is the main artwork. I will take us then onto the spine of it, and right around to the back. And as you can see, it's just showing you some of the, you know, the popular songs that you hear in this movie. You know, Kick Off Your Sunday Shoes. That's of course Footloose. Dancing in the Sheets. You got Let's Hear It for the Boy. Almost Paradise and Holding Out for a Hero. So it goes without saying, there's actually quite a great, fantastic soundtrack to this movie. And as you can see, the Steelbook is continuing that amazing colour scheme as well. So I will open the Steelbook in full. And there you have it. I honestly can't praise it enough. And if you're a fan of this movie, you need to get this Steelbook release. So turn it around and let's have a look inside. So this is your 4K disc. So I'll put that to a side. See if I can get this Blu-ray out without any issues. There we go. Very bland looking Blu-ray disc. And then of course this is the inside artwork for the actual Steelbook itself. As you can see, you get a proper look at the cassette there on the right hand side, and then of course just a couple of stills from the movie itself. So there you have it, folks. That is the Steelbook for Footloose, and yeah, I honestly can't recommend this one enough. Right, so on to the 4K transfer, and I don't know what to say. I actually do not know what to say in this video. I'm just winging this. I really, really am, because I am somewhat stumped, because I actually have this Blu-ray edition of Footloose. And I've said it to numerous people, I thought this is hands down one of the worst looking Blu-rays I've ever seen on the format. The entire image is riddled, and I mean riddled in DNO. And I thought you couldn't see anything worse than this, and then we get this 4K release. The presentation is extraordinarily soft. And I watched this, and I'm not kidding, I knocked the Blu-ray on after watching the 4K. I think the Blu-ray looks better. I can't believe those words are coming out of my mouth. For an image, for a picture quality like this, as bad as it is, riddled in DNO, but there's something about it. It just looks more and more alive. Now, I thought the colours on the Blu-ray looked oversaturated, but the colours on the 4K look too muted. I'm trying to find that middle ground, and we're not getting it. Unfortunately, folks, I don't know what to tell you. It's clear to see, and I'm going to try and defend it here, but it is clear to see that the source material for Footloose is definitely in seriously bad shape. If the Blu-ray and the 4K is anything to go by. So you're going to have to bear that in mind. It is an extraordinarily soft presentation. The black levels are decent, okay-ish. Not great, not the best I've ever seen. Like I said, the colours, the Dolby Vision are just very, very muted. They definitely don't have a natural look that I've come to expect when it comes to Dolby Vision. So that's definitely going against it. There's two scenes that stand out for me where it's at its absolute worst. And it's the scene right at the start in the church. You just simply can't make out any kind of detail, whether it's on the facial details or clothing and textures. You can't make out anything. And then there's another scene where it's downright shocking how bad the picture quality is. It's the scene in the cafeteria where Ren is talking to Willard. Honestly, folks, it's some of the worst looking picture quality I've ever seen on a 4K disc. But again, I have to go back to this. We are talking about source material here. And it's, like I said, it's just in poor shape. It really, really is. I think this is the best that we can expect. So when you go onto both of them scenes again and you check it out on the Blu-ray, there's just a little added bit of life to those scenes over the 4K release. And I don't want to sit here. I really do not want to sit here and tell you to, pick up the Blu-ray release, because, like I said, it is riddled in DNR, but there's no question about it. The Blu-ray, I think it looks better. I think it looks better. The 4K release, there's moments where it looks brilliant. It looks incredible. Handful of scenes, mainly outdoor, when you get a lot of those natural light scenes. But even at that, like I said, those colours are so unbelievably muted. Just look at the scene where they're driving the tractors, that they're doing the kind of the chicken run. That scene should look, incredible, beautifully vibrant with those Dolby Vision colours, but you are definitely not getting it. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I'm going to have to leave this one up to you, because I definitely don't want to recommend this, because it's not the worst 4K transfer I've ever seen, but I think it's the best they can get out of this source material, unfortunately. And I don't want to recommend this Blu-ray because, like I said, the entire image is riddled in DNR, so I'm going to leave it up to you. I don't know what else to tell you. Now, it also comes with a DTS 5.1 audio, and believe it or not, it's actually a downgrade from the Blu-ray, which had a 6.1. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I noticed a huge difference when it comes to the audios over the Blu-ray and the 4K. But the one thing I will say is I thought the 5.1 in this one, I felt the dialogue sounded a little bit on the thin side. But other than that, I thought it sounded fine. It's by no means exciting. When you do hear the music, and there is a lot of music in this, there is a great sense of presence to it. But other than that, there's not much else I can say. It's Footloose, it's mostly front heavy. And other than a bit of thin dialogue, I don't think you're going to have too much complaints with its audio. Right, folks, so there you have it. That is my review, and yeah, I'm gutted about this one. I really am, because like I said at the start of this video, you know, this is one of my go-to 80s movies and I want nothing but the best for it. But like I said, it is clear to see that the source material is in a very bad way, and chances are this is the best we could get from Footloose, unfortunately. So there you have it, folks. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you could do, leave a comment down below. And if you have seen this movie on 4K, please share your thoughts on it. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.